It's been a long time in the making, guys, but we are about to watch the Frank Zappa Roxy the movie. Yo, the Caesar Julius, thank you so much for the 500 tiggle biddies. This is an hour and 35 minutes, recorded in 1973. With an incarnation of Mothers of Invention. An incredible cast of musicians treat us to a selection of blistering, pointless jazz rock, hilariously funny asides and lyrics, audience participation, and freaky behavior, featuring Frank Zappa on guitar, Napoleon Murphy Brock on vocals and sax, George Duke on keyboards and vocals, Ruth Underwood, shout out, tell him Ruth. Gosh, Ruth is so cool. Bruce Fowler, Walt Fowler, I'm guessing the Fowler brothers, Walt Fowler on bass, Chester Thompson drums, and Ralph Humphrey on drums. Okay, bingo bango, we got this, guys. This is actually one of the things I'm very, very, very excited about. I said I wanted to see live Zappa a while ago, and I got to see. I got to see the Montana recording, and that just made me so excited. And I think it was around then, Mr. Marmar and I, which, by the way, W's in the chat for Mr. Marmar, who has provided us with today's footage. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. That guy is a massive friend of the channel and big homie. But he and I started talking, and he was like, "Yeah, this is absolutely a good one to hop into, especially if you liked that. You're gonna love the iteration of the band." And I mean, guys, Zappa is somebody I said I was gonna do the full distance on. As long as I'm gonna be doing a YouTube channel, I'm gonna be covering Frank Zappa and his catalog. And I haven't said that about too many artists. I mean, he really does fall on a short list. And I think, getting to see what it is they actually do is huge. W's for Lumpy Head, because Montana really scratched an itch that I needed. But guys, let me know, have you seen Frank Zappa Roxy the movie, or are you raw dogging this with me and joining for the first time? This is a music discovery stream, so we try to let people know, when we are hearing something for the first time. Guys, also, I think it goes without saying that the concert movies have always been the biggest and most exciting streams that we have ever done. And I'm saying stop making sense. We Chunky Shrapnel, I actually think was the birth of us doing concert movies. And W for Terra, 2 Terra for Chunky Shrapnel, by the way. But concert movies have been just a very exciting community component. It's my version of Mystery Science Theater 3000, if I had to say so myself. But yeah, guys, Frank Zappa with a band live. I'm gonna hit the play button on this thing. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. And these people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, without further ado, though, Frank Zappa, Roxy the movie. And again, let me know, first timers, type in there, you're raw dogging or first timing with me. Here we go. Let's play this bizzle. And
that's a really good beat that you have there, ladies and gentlemen.
What was the album with Dragon Love?
Just calm yourselves for a moment.
Dirty Dragon Love, is that
the one with the Ikettes, maybe? I'm
Overnight
wondering what
Sensation?
year in reference it, like what year difference is.
So this came out in 1973. So check that. It was on Apostrophe. Thank you, Mr. Marmar. And also, if you guys happen to notice I sound like I'm in a gymnasium, do let me know. We're kind of playing around with a new mic setup. So
why is that happening?
Just the way the mics pick us up sometimes. I've still got to work that part out.
Okay.
Overnight Sensation. Thank you.
That's a really
Overnight
good beat that you have there, ladies and gentlemen. Just calm yourselves for a moment. because we're making a movie here tonight, and we want to make sure that the cameras will get the music in synchronization with the picture, and something terrible has happened. Now, I don't want to keep you in suspense for too long, ladies and gentlemen.
I love this
We have a
guy.
really dynamite show for you, and we really don't want to. We don't want to fuck it up, ladies and gentlemen. So, just relax and
He just
sip on your
sounds
beverages.
so good.
Any moment now, the curtain will go up and we'll be zany for you. So just cool it.
I think it's just something about his he sounds like your funny friend, right? Like, you know, just cool it. He's got that kind of like naturally conversational baritone. There's something about him that's kind of like warm and inviting, but almost like your pervy uncle that you're not afraid is going to do something to you
This is a recording.
because he has principles and the clap probably.
I know what we'll do. We'll pretend like we're doing the show with the curtain still down for the first part. We'll just play some background music until they get the camera fixed, and then we'll surprise you. Okay?
Ooh. The curtain took the mic. Cosmik Debris. Is this a Rhodes he's playing? Look at him roll. Is it a Wurlitzer? Yeah, okay, thank you.
George Duke?
You know, the mystery man came over.
Recorded 73, audio and footage out of sync when recorded, had to be preserved, then stitched back together. Tech wasn't available at the time. 2015 release. Oh, that's amazing. Rhodes faces front. Thank
And
you.
he said, I'm out of sight.
I love the bluesy thing.
He said, for a nominal service charge, I could reach Nirvana tonight.
Hey, look, they're smoking essential oil. They're diffusing essential oils in the crowd.
If I was ready, willing, and able to pay him his regular fee, he would drop all the rest of his pressing affairs and devote his attention to me. But I said, look here, brother, who you jiving with that cosmic debris? Who you jiving
I kind of
with that
wondered how
cosmic
this would
debris?
translate without. I kind of wondered how that translate without the Ikettes, like without Tina like Tina in the Ikettes. That I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, brother, don't you waste your time on me.
This is Ruth. Right there.
Well, the mystery man got nervous and he fidgeted around a bit.
This
He reached in
The folly
pocket
with
of
the
his
instruments.
mystery robe and he whipped out a shaving kit. Now I thought it was a razor and a can of foaming goo. But he told me right then when the top popped open, there was nothing his box won't do. With the oil of Aphrodite and the dust of the Grand Wazoo, he said, you might not believe this little fella, but it'll cure your asthma too. And I said, oh really? Look here, brother. Who you jiving with that cosmic debris? Now what?
he really does have this hugely kind of fun stage presence, but I do find myself like missing Tina in the Ikettes a little bit. There's something about that. But I think when you hear like the way that they use the instruments is folly. Like from Ruth and her marimba, however you pronounce them.
Marimba, I would say.
With that, and then you hear the keys in the way they kind of make these like bombastic, crashy, cartoony noises. It's really exciting. And again, to hear the way that this band does that live arrangement is super nice, even if I am missing the harmonies. Like seeing it is way better than just hearing it on the album. Do you think Zappa was more a live act or, a better live act or a better album musician? I'm interested.
I said, oh, really? Look here, brother. Look here, brother.
I love that.
Who you jiving with that cosmic debris? Now, what kind of a guru are you anyway? Look here, brother. Peekaboo. Don't you waste your time on me. Napoleon.
It just... And how much improvisational freedom did Frank give the musicians? Thank you, babe. Wah on the sax? I love the 12-bar blues walk thing. Look at Frank just smoking his dart. So this guy is a sober bird, right? Like, doesn't do a thing. Very much about his sobriety, his level head, putting his brain into the music. But it's cool that in the middle of his set, he can just kind of go back and admire, like sit down on a chair, literally smoke a dart and admire his homies. He's sitting because of a leg injury. Got it. I love his SG with that bridge all the way to the bottom. That sucks. That does make cigarettes look good right now. It does. I quip, man. Darts are a drug, and I'm gonna be honest.
I was gonna say, is darts what you call cigarettes?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know. I've heard.
Hey,
butts,
yo, I'm just saying, doing
but-
darts is 100%. Like, if you're on cigarettes, like, you're crazy. Like, we should probably try to not be on cigarettes. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I miss being on cigarettes so bad.
If you could make it through all the cigs in Vermont, we were somehow surrounded by lots of cigs. At the wedding,
we were, I didn't smoke a single one of them. But I gotta tell you, sometimes I look at people with their darts and I just think
that looked really good to me too. But
he's just sitting there in the middle of jazz music that he composed, knowing he's getting ready to
on stage.
Yeah, he put his dart up on the bridge of his guitar. Time to go slay it.
Did you know he got attacked?
On the neck of his guitar, rather. Yeah, I've heard more. I'll bet you it smells so bad in that building with the guitar, with the cigarette, with the dart smoking and the cigar smoking. Ooh.
I love this.
You can just see he's in a flow state moment of playing. When music just makes you happy. The clav? his hand. Oh. This is what we do. We discover music, guys. Wah pedal. With an envelope filter? Marmar? He holds the pick? Friggin'. Dude. The double drums.
I was just saying I saw Dweezil at like it was like Dweezil Zappa plays Zappa and at Rothbury, but I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who he was.
This is only the first song. I've said it before. And the reason I said I wanted to do all of Frank's work was because I heard him play, and it occurred to me as I heard him play especially when I started digging into the way he out of phased his pickups, the way he captured like the scraping attack of his pick by miking up the pickups, like the different little details that he captured his guitar noise with. And then hearing the virtuosic nature in which he just ripped these things, like he improvs these solos, and then he takes these solos from his live recordings and stitches them into his album ideas. When I started realizing that, I want to say it was maybe 3 albums into Zappa, I finally came to the point to where I said, like, Zappa deserves to be in the conversation. I've always maintained as a guitar player that there is not any one best guitar player in the world, but there are people that deserve to be in the conversation for among them. People deserve to be in the conversation of the greats based on innovation, whatever. It's not just speed. It's not just, because, there's something that makes Clapton a special guitar player, even if he doesn't play fast. And, there's something that makes Wolfgang awesome, even if he, doesn't necessarily do much more than like rigid structured stuff. Like, I think that there is a lot to be said about a guitar player. I think Zappa absolutely, without question, deserves to be in the conversation. And again, that fact alone made me want to listen to all of his music. Seeing him rip this, knowing that he kind of improvs his stuff and just goes out of nowhere, knowing again the work he does in the guitar, like you've got the double switch there. Like, this is already a modded SG. Does this have an onboard an O-bell, Marmar? Does his guitar have an O-bell? Because that Mutron, like, again, the wah pedal into the envelope filter to kind of hear that, like, wow, sound taken out of the pick attack. There's so many things I could say about this solo. I want to run it back. It was... There we go. Notch filter. That noise is so nice. Turn that off. I guess turn it on. Not too loud. What happened? There we go. Dude. The thing that he does with 12-bar blues. And a comment on the crowd, and then I'm gonna let Frank get to his part. But you notice this a lot in old rock recordings. Look up friggin' Zappa. Zappa demands his audience be seated. Lamau. Oh, I did not know that. If you look up Zeppelin doing How Many More Times in 1968, it's one of their very earliest sets, and it's one of the rockinest Led Zeppelin moments you will ever see. It's black and white. And you can tell that they play this music that is like, to us, amazing, but to a group of people that have never heard anything like it before. And they're all just sat there and staring like. And by the end of it, you see some of the people like nodding their head, but it's just a bunch of people sitting on the floor. Their faces actually get melted and their brains actually break. And I feel like this is long ago enough that some people could have actually been in the crowd knowing what to expect, and others have no clue what to expect.
I've got troubles of my own, I said.
There he is.
And you can't help me out. So take your meditations and your preparations and ram it up your snout. But I've got a crystal ball, he said. And he held it on up to the light. So I snatched it all away from him. And I showed him how to do it right. I wrapped a newspaper around my head so I'd look like I was deep. I said some mumbo jumbos then, and I told him he was going to sleep. I wrapped his rings and pocket watch and everything else I found. I had that sucker
The collab work is so nice.
He couldn't even make a sound. I proceeded to tell him his future then. As long as he was hanging around, I said, the price of meat has just gone up and your old lady has just went down. Okay,
We're still in the first song.
Really?
Yeah.
now, is that a real poncho or is that a Sears poncho?
It's called the Green.
Don't you know?
My computer's a little infected with the brown.
So don't you waste your time on me.
Unreal. This is so good. For whatever reason, Twitch is being weird. Give me one moment. I have to run an ad anyway, so give me a sec. You would not believe the technical difficulties I had after song 1. Literally, you would not. It's been a whole restart, and I ended up updating OBS. I ended up updating my Stream Deck software. I even made me in chat a little bit bigger. But we're going to hop back in and continue on where we left off. Here we go. Right where we left off. Love it. It's like nothing happened.
10:45.
Huh? Yeah.
We're making a movie. There's a camera up there. There's a camera up there. There's a camera right here. There's a camera back there. There's lights all over this place. Yeah, it's all make-believe. That's right. There's no film in the cameras. We're just pretending. See? So you just relax. And if the lights happen to go on you, just pretend there's no film in the camera because we may have you do something amusing later. All right. Pardon me, folks. The name of this song is Penguin in Bondage. And it's a song that deals with the possible variations on a basic theme, which is, well, you understand what the basic theme is. And then the variations include maneuvers that might be executed with the aid of extraterrestrial gratification and devices which might or might not be supplied in a local department store or perhaps a drugstore, but at very least in one of those fancy news shops that they advertise in the back pages of the Free Press. This song suggests to the suggestible listener that the ordinary procedure that I'm circumlocuting at this present time in order to get this text on television is that if you want to do something other than what you thought you were going to do when you first took your clothes off and you just happen to have some devices around,
Okay.
then
Yeah.
it's not only okay to get into the paraphernalia of it all.
Sure. Saying use toys.
Hey.
I think he was saying in a very, very fancy way to use toys.
What did he say? Ready?
Paraphernalia.
I have them.
Penguin in bondage.
He's got them.
I bet you do too, don't you?
Ooh.
Just like a penguin in bondage, boy. Way over on the wet side of the bed.
I think we can all agree Ruth might be MVP. That build, that
Just like a mighty
sax.
penguin, flapping straight on swing.
That. You hear that? Did you hear that?
Just like the mighty
Right here.
penguin, flapping straight on swing.
It's so cool. It rushes, but it still keeps the low down
Lord,
vibe.
you know it's all over. If she come at you on the strut and wrap 'em all around your head, flapping straight on swings, flapping.
It's so cool. They got cocktails out there.
This is a sexy song.
She's just like a penguin in bondage, boy.
The Instruments' folly is amazing to me.
Shake up the pale, dry ginger ale. Trembling like a penguin when the battery burns. You know when the battery fails in the vibrator.
His twinkle
Oh, you
toes.
must be having a jumping through a hoop
In those
of real
platforms.
fire with some Kleenex wrapped around the coat hang wire.
And he thrusts into the guitar. Welcome, Mund. Ruth. This build up. Oh. time signatures in his solos, which is lovely. And there's that Mootron. And there's the wah. Wow. He really controls emotion. Those look like some thick strings. They absolutely matter. And change the tone for sure.
He's just like a penguin in bondage, boy.
So, for example, Zappa, he doesn't have the covers on, right? His humbuckers, you'll notice. Let me move my guy out of my face out of the way. You'll notice his humbuckers don't have the covers on them, right? Now, they're definitely humbuckers, but they don't have the covers on them. Now, a lot of SGs do have, like, the humbucker covers, so it really depends on what they're doing. For Zappa, this is very much an obviously modded guitar, right? Like you can see the extra knobs up here that wouldn't typically be on an SG. An SG would typically have 4 knobs and a switch, right? Like, so I feel like he's definitely doing some stuff, you know, with that's just kind of goofy here, but the pickup cover thing in particular, I feel like the things that are going to be affected there are really primarily going to be like sustain, and sometimes maybe a more metallic, jangly thing. Like if you have a cover, you're probably going to have a little bit more of a treble resonance. You know, I think what you pick up more in that 5,000 to 7,000 range with the metal pickups. You know what I'm saying? So this guitar, gotcha.
I want to watch that video.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But this is very much a modded thing, and I feel like it looks like it's got an O bell in it, but I could be wrong. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah. Howling over to some ant-articulated moon.
Filters instead of tone knobs. Oh.
In the frostbite night with the flaps gone white, shrieking as she spot the hoop across the room. Right through the hoop without even feeling any pain. You know, it must be a penguin bound down. If you hear that terrible screaming and there ain't no other birds around. Just like a penguin in bondage, boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. She's just like a penguin in bondage, boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh.
This sax player is just a madman.
Oh, you must be careful not to leave the straps too loose.
This bass player just working that cigar.
Cause you just might box your dog. Cause you just might box your dog. And leave you tied up dog biscuit.
The drum work is always so cool in Zappa stuff. Look at Ruth. I feel like Zappa writes in drum stuff so that Ruth can shine in a lot of ways. Like, he loves his percussion section. Look at this! And she's just so happy she's going. Again, the folly. It feels like a scene in TV. The descent, ascent. You know, there's something hugely awesome about the chemistry that happens with this band. When you see and they're looking around, like, I know that there was definitely a grind to get to the point that they ended up playing the way they do. But obviously there's a massive amount of this is composed, right? But when you see how excited that they all, they all get to play together, like when you see Ruth just kind of running down on her percussive instruments, and then like you see them all kind of smiling and laughing and participating in the event, like they're having fun, like there's a real joy of music to this. And I think that's what's exciting. Like, obviously the subject matter is kind of nuts and intentionally by design thought-provoking. Like, I think it's kind of avant-garde, but I also think it's like got dada, but also like absurdist elements to it. And it's so cool to me, the way that he goes through all of these different acts, and like when you hear it, it feels like, you're watching a movie scene change in your head, going from place to place to place.
Yeah.
There's just there's such an active movement to this. And again, to see it all happen, it's so special by comparison. Like, I'm actually really excited to see what happens on like the real album, Roxy. But this movie is just fantastic so far.
Babe, did you see Marmor said that you have to remember Zapp as a conductor?
Yeah, I think he's very much, I think we've talked about this a lot throughout covering Zappa, but this man is a modern composer, but instead of having an orchestra or a symphony, he has a rock band.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's super cool to see how he utilizes instruments as like folly. Like, it's instruments, but it sounds like, Flintstones cartoon sound sometimes.
I completely understand why Joe, the owner of Tuning Fork Restaurant in Studio City, if you live in Southern California, check it out. He's a Zappa guy, but it's like he's a Deadhead and a Zappa head. But I never understood Zappa, but I'm like thinking, wow. And the restaurant is called Tuning Fork. I wanted to take you there. And also, yesterday when we left, Teddy asked if you were a conductor.
A conductor, that's funny. He also did conduct orchestras, for the record. Oh, that'll be fun to get into. Yeah, but this is one of the coolest things. Again, seeing this band, it's incredible. I think just getting to see how big a part of this Ruth is, and kind of seeing the spirit like that she. I think that there's just
is that his lover?
No, I don't think that I think that they were always professional.
Oh, okay.
Based on everything I've ever seen.
She was a fan that joined the band or something like that?
Yeah.
I heard you say that, right?
Yeah, it was something like she was a big fan and like got kicked out of a really snazzy, like really awesome music school.
Oh, okay.
like a Juilliard type scenario. I don't know if that was something like, but not necessarily Juilliard.
Cool.
And like she was just like, you know, I wanted to be a part of his music. Really awesome stuff.
This was to showcase her skill.
I feel like he does a lot of stuff to let her shine.
Yeah.
And just hearing, he didn't make it the Frank Zappa guitar show. He lets everybody shine. Listen to the bass right now. The keys, man. Where's he going? Our man's mobile. Hey, Ruth. It certainly seems like Edgar Winter Group took some inspiration from Zappa.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Did you hear anything else from them?
I'm just saying what we watched in that performance. This is incredible to watch. You cannot call this rock star, but he's such a rock star. This is... Do you think Frank Zappa is a part of the avant-garde? Dude's got a flute now. Look at this drum section. I mean, they're so well rehearsed because you know how composed this is, you know? Look at Ruth! The combo of Ruth and of the keys, right? Like when you hear that they're both doing these like lead melodic things and you kind of realize that they're like it almost feels like they're playing like, you know, like call and respond, but it's I don't think it's that way, but I think it's designed to make you think it is because they're both kind of like playing back and forth on one another, and to hear the way that they do that, you know, it's really cool. It almost feels like they're harmonizing with one another in their own way, but it's like almost also like they're playing it around. It really, like, the music dances with itself, and I like with this you've got such a heartbeat rhythmic section to it, but then the rhythm section also dances, so it's like you've got something very train oriented, but also, you know, I think that's part of the polyrhythm thing. You just have all of these things happening, and it really is like sound kind of layers itself. It's so cool to me. It's
I like the dancing with them itself.
yeah, you can see
The
what I'm saying
Penguin
though.
and Bondage. Are we still in that song? Penguin and
I,
Bondage?
I think so. Are we?
Yeah. It was 7 minutes or something.
We're in Uncle Meat now.
Oh.
This is 4 songs in.
Wow. That was
The Ascent. The kind of crescendo moment here. Ooh. The sax. Look at him giving her a hard time. Like the playful nature of this. This is one of the most amazing trombone solos I've ever heard. That's the expressiveness of that trombone solo. And again, seeing the band all just kind of interact with one another and like, I don't know, like you can tell that Frank is absolutely like super confident in the musicians to the point that he's willing to like mess with them. And maybe it's just that he knows that Ruth isn't gonna mess up, right? But there is just a certain level of a playfulness to this, like where it doesn't feel like anybody is taking themselves too seriously, but they're all just taking the music so seriously. And I think that there's just like when you see, like when it's time to get down, each person just kind of goes into flow state moment where they just become one with it and they just rip their parts apart. Like every single one of these people is a virtuosic musician and they're putting on virtuosic performances to the point that like it's hard not to smile. And then it feels like they're all impressed with each other and that kind of feeds the energy on the stage. There's a real beauty to this whole thing. I'm really enjoying this. That city pop thing into this transition here doesn't let you get too comfortable. Massive build-up. Oh. And then Frank's like, all right, I'm out of here, Ruth. Thank you. Ruth, don't mess up, Ruth. Hey, don't mess up. Time to get back to where I go. I'm gonna go back and be Frank Zappa over here. Gonna grab my Gibson SG, which is incredibly modded, as this trombonist gives us a tromboner. All right. Ooh, listen to him. He's going in and out because he was playing like Ionian there. And Dorian sometimes? Yeah, Zappa mode. the thing about the way this guy runs, watching him, he's just got such a fluidity, and he'll, a lot of time, I think he's got this really, really cool kind of character building scenario in his solos, where he kind of starts at like, frets like 3 to 7, and he'll like kind of get you a nice little like build up there in the mids, like playing on melody, kind of doing little dances with the other instrumentalists, but then he'll either take it to the very bottom, or the very top, and like either like start do double bends and scales, and running like in the third position, like over here where he is, or he'll go to the bottom before doing like a crazy slide up moment, and he like really controls the whole thing as he goes through it. His use of the sections, like of 0 to 3, 3 to 7, and then like we'll say 7 to 12, and then 12 up, right? The way he kind of uses the different like the different parts of the bridge of the neck of the guitar really just translates a huge expressiveness. And you'll find a lot of the times he's playing the same thing down here that he is up here, but what it does is it kind of pulls you into it, like kind of slingshots you into the vibe he wants you to have. He's such an expressive guitar player, and even to the point that like sometimes it sounds like he's being intentionally silly. Sometimes it sounds like he's also being intentionally like serious, and he switches scales as he goes through it. And I really, really, really like that. Like when I say he switches scales, like he changes modes as he's going through. So like sometimes he's in like, I'm no professional. I'm not going to act like I know, but I know he's absolutely not playing the same modes up and down. Like he's evolving with the music, and I think he has this really great thing where you can tell that so much of this is composed, but then he also lets his instrumentalists have a element of their own improvisation, and I think that maybe he lets that inform what ends up on the record. And he always kind of has like everything in backstock, and I feel like he does a really great balance of like, hey, I want you to do everything here, and then in this section we'll let it fly off, you do what makes you special, and we'll see what captures it. And I think he follows those same rules in his performances, and that's really cool to me. The madness here. Bringing it back. Whoa. The fluidity of this man's fingers. Combination of jazz and like show tunes and the drum sound. You've got the drums panned in different ears too. I want you to pay attention to this. I know I paused it in the middle of this build-up, but you'll notice that you have one drummer completely in the right ear. It's all happening in your left ear, I mean. And then you've got, like, they really gave you a fantastic sense of the stage sound, like where the sounds are coming from in the stereo soundscape of the ears here. So if you're a headphone listener, this is actually kind of a treat to listen to, even if it's only in 480p. This is incredible mixing.
Thank you.
Thank you. his art, you know, the way he articulates with his hands, like where he's just like he just he really he's.
Thank you very much.
His arm, he's got like whippy limbs, you know what I mean? It's like he's catching something in instinct, but it's like he's catching the beat in the air. He's like, it really is. He stops the whole thing and he's like, okay, hup, beat cut, and we're back. It's incredible to see the way he does this.
How'd you guys like to try that?
Shit,
Here's
W's
how it
for
works.
Ruth. Everybody, W's for
What we did
Ruth.
was assign a physical action to each member of the group that takes place over a 4-bar period. See, all I do is count off 4 bars. And on the downbeat of the 5th bar, you squat. So I don't have time to instruct each of you as to what you'll do over the 4 bars, but why don't you just stand up and do whatever you like over a 4-bar period, and then on the 5th bar, just sit down again. Okay? Try it once.
He's letting him stand at his own show. Good for him.
Don't be shy.
Huh? What?
Okay?
No?
Any activity that you like over a 4-bar period. You ready? Okay. I'll give you 1 bar for nothing. 1 bar for nothing.
Okay.
And don't forget to sit down abruptly on the downbeat of the 5th bar. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go.
I love that he's giving the crowd a chance to be a part of this.
5. Okay, come on.
He's
try it
just
again.
as
Just go
much,
down the-
like he's just as much. He really is like performance art. You miss so much of the nature of who Frank Zappa is by just listening to Frank Zappa by just listening to Frank Zappa on the albums. Like when you don't watch this, when you don't see how he involves the crowd, how he interacts with his band, how they all just kind of maneuver together. And Uncle Bert, to your point, I think Jordy Greep is absolutely I would say Jordy Greep is to Frank Zappa as Fish is to the Grateful Dead. I would say that is a very close, like if we're studying for our SATs here, that is.
I don't know Jordy Greep. I should check him out.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that.
Okay.
I'll count
What
them out
song are
loud.
we
You
on?
ready? Okay. 1 bar for nothing. Don't do nothing.
What song is coming on next,
1,
friends?
2, 3, 4. Start.
R D
2,
M G L.
3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Squat.
This is audience.
Ween
Little
would
late
say
on the
yes.
squat, but it'll do. All right.
This is Inca Roads
Now,
now.
some
Yep,
of you might have
I
read a
got
book
it.
called Chariots of the Gods by Erich von Däniken. And there's a little thing in there. It's a picture of this area in the Andes called the Plains of Nazca,
Whoa.
ladies and gentlemen.
You hear
And,
the-
there's these carvings on the top of the rock that you don't know what they're supposed to be for. It doesn't look like it would have been a road because it doesn't
Kinda
go
the
anywhere.
creepy-
And there's a bunch of them. And some people think, well, maybe it was a landing field. But the carvings are very, very old, and they're very, very big, you know, indicating that the people who made them were highly, they really had their together for the things that carved in the rock. And it's possible that if they were landing fields, that the things that landed on them were not of this earth.
That's the whole
And
bit.
so we have a song which features the lovely voice of Mr. George Duke.
I think that Frank Zappa would be a very, very, very big fan of Star Trek, if I had to guess. Like, I think he would have been very cynical of most things that were on TV, but I think he would have been totally, based on everything I know about him and his forward, progressive attitude.
Okay.
I feel like the sounds that he incorporates, which might have been taken from, I don't know. I feel like there's
Star Trek?
certainly something there.
Okay.
Like, especially in the score of soundtrack. Or the score of soundtrack of Star Trek.
And the name of the song is
Soundtrack.
Inca Roads. Take it away, George.
Ooh. Let's go, George. The flute. I don't think Giz happens without Zappa.
Oh, really?
Not at all.
simply atmospheric introduction.
Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there just to land in the Andes?
Listen to him.
Was it round? And did it have a motor? Or was it something different?
Whoa!
Did a vehicle
The jump scare moment. Did you hear that?
Was it something different?
And then we're back.
Did a vehicle fly along the mountains and find a place to park itself? Or did someone build a place to leave a space for such a thing to land?
I love this guy. Tell him, Ruth.
Thank you, honey. Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there? Did a vehicle
Nipples are standing up now.
come from somewhere out there? Did the Indians burst on the bed?
Chat, do you think he's talking about Ruth's nipples?
Did a vehicle
YouTube, is he
Nipples are
talking?
standing up now.
Is he talking about Ruth's nipples? Yes.
Did the
Probably, okay.
Indians burst on the bed? Carve up the head.
Man, Mr. Duke is killing it.
Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there just to land in the Andes? Was it round and did it have a motor?
The
Or was
drummer.
it something different? Did a vehicle fly along the mountains and find a place to park itself? Or did someone build a place or leave a space for such a thing to land?
It's so weird.
Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there? Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there? Did the Indians first on the bill carve up the hill?
I mean, his voice is making my nipples hard. I don't know what to comment on first. The layers, the drums, like, and how they swing left and right. Like, I don't know how to, like, the panning. Like, definitely be paying attention to the different
I know.
drums happening in your ears. Left
I
and
missed
right.
it earlier. I was listening to it. From
You
the kitchen.
you have so, like, yes, none of them are reading off of anything, and you have, like, Ruth kind of going from, like, melodic instruments to bombastic percussive instrument, like, moments, right? Like, she's doing both things, and when you hear her and Duke play off of one another, like, when they're both playing, like, there's just so much chemistry in this band. It's palpable. It's so cool to see. I mean, really, it's incredible. But then, like, seeing, like, they all admire one another, and it's so obvious as they're on stage. Jazz prog fusion. I do love that Zappa just makes drummers shine. Everybody. Cowbell. too, babe. Like, this is the face of a man who's just so getting it. Like, look, he's,
Yeah.
hey guys, listen to how good I'm playing. Like, he's, and like, again, all of them are just totally vibing. They're all in such a sync. Even the guy with the cowbell, like, like so there, I think there's a polymeter thing happening here for sure. But man, when you hear. The bass is just. Dude.
This is so good. Yeah.
This is just making me appreciate the trombone in a new way. The fluidity of his motions in his arm. I'm so moved right now watching him. And with everything else going, oh, here comes the conductor. Whoa! Incredible.
Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there just to land in the Andes? Was it round and did it have a motor or was it something different? Did a vehicle fly along the mountains and find a place to park itself? Or did someone build a place to leave a space for such a thing to land?
Tell me this isn't one of the coolest things you've seen.
I love this so much.
Is this what you thought Zappa was like? Did you think that it was
Well,
going to
I
be like
did
this?
see the Montana video with you. I was here that night.
Right.
And so I mean, it's similar a little, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But I like all the different video angles a lot. I feel like they did a really good job with the film as well.
When you see, especially just how intimate that trombone solo was.
I'm just sitting here with my mouth open, like speechless.
I'm literally kind of doing the same thing. You know, like I've investigated and kind of explored minimally the jazzy stuff, but I think that seeing this trombone just fly off the hand, like I've not seen trombone do stuff like that before. Like,
so good.
I feel like when people talk jazz, they so frequently talk saxophone and trumpet, but like that trombone and flute, right? But like seeing what that trombone did, just mind blowing. And then to see, you know, Frank kind of call it back into attention and just bring it right back. But then it's so alarming because it's such a far cry removal from what it was that we've just heard. It's got such a movement to it. You know what I mean? And I think that that's part of it, right? He wants it to be jarring in some ways. He wants it to be relaxing. He wants it to be fulfilling in others. It's so cool.
Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there? Did a vehicle come from somewhere out there? Did the Indians first on the bell? Carve up the hill.
This is so cool. whistling.
Thank you.
Unreal.
Thank you very much.
All right, this is as good a time as any. I have to run an ad break because Twitch be Twitch. But guys, that
I love this so much. I'm curious what everyone else is. Everyone else really enjoying this too?
for every single thing I've run into of Zappa's, every single thing I get into kind of adds, of course, to my lexicon of knowledge about him, and it makes me appreciate the full body of work more. Like, I find every time I add something new I've listened to from Zappa, I go back and listen to the other works that excite me just because it's fun, like I like just the silliness, the adventure behind what he does. There's something really fulfilling and exciting behind it. Anyways, guys, we will be right back.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it.
Do it.
And what song is this one?
Echidna's art. I don't know how to say it.
Listen to the horns go.
Art from you. Echidna. Oh yeah, like
The spacey. Like this synth here, where he's just kind of, and I know I paused it right as Frank was going into it, so I'm gonna let him go. But hearing that kind of spacey like moment where he's kind of taking you in on the spaceship, right, and then you get this. Tara, I'm with you.
I just realized they're all
You
wearing
hear-
the same outfit.
Yeah, Ruth goes like hearing that go down.
Ooh,
It-
so like echidnas are spiky like that.
What Ruth does just mind blowing. This build up. The build up. It's like he's harmonizing with the horn. Zappa harmonizes with the horn. Zappa guitarmonizes with the horn, babe. Did you hear that? He like basically guitarmonizes,
Okay.
like makes his guitar play the the
same.
harmony with like play in harmony with the sax. Listen. Right there.
Oh
It's so cool. Ooh! He doesn't let it stay one thing too long, and it's amazing. He leaves you wanting more. That spot right there is the stuff. Da-da-da-da. Oh, man. This is so cool. The tension in the drums here. The way he utilizes space, it's a new song. This is Do It. Died. Don't you ever watch that thing.
Yeah, I was literally just about to write that in chat. It's about to start though?
It's no. Ooh.
Don't you finish that?
Watching them. Participants. It's amazing. 69. Nice. Any Coily Cable fans out there?
Coilies on guitars are good.
They're a statement piece if you're a guitar player. The vibe of his, the presence of both of these things, like hearing the guitar tone backing up this trombone.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch Ruth.
Watch Ruth, guys.
All during our program, Ruth has been thinking, what can I do that'll be fantastic? Something nice for the camera. I hope, Ruth, show them a little something.
Watch this, babe. Look at her go!
They should do like the Interstellar 555 with this music in the background, like a cartoon, and make it with this.
Look at Frank just... Gotta pause it. We can't just let Ruth go so ignored like that. Babe, did that not blow your mind?
Yeah, wait, okay, though I was wondering, is percussion really hard to do?
Yeah. Do you know how accurate she has to be?
Yeah.
So she's flying all over the place, and a lot of people do it with 4 mallets, right?
Yeah, well, I was
doing
just reading that. I don't.
A lot of people will hold 2 in each hand, right?
I see.
But like
they hold 2 and like kind of twist their.
Yeah,
wrist.
now they're going to be playing a little bit slower, but they can hit more, right? But she's just flying all over with 2.
Sound like more like drum.
I mean, honestly, like just watching the way she does this, watching the way that they kind of control the whole thing, like.
She also uses 4 sometimes.
I have to ask, guys, for those of you that are hearing this with me for the first time, for those of you that are like first time jumping into Zappa or the Roxy, what are your impressions of this so far? Because my dick is blown off.
I know. I think what Marmar said, it's mind blowing, does pretty much captures it.
This is fantastic.
I'm literally speechless half the time. Like you see my face.
It's just cool. It's performative. It's exciting. It's like to see what people can do with music, and again to see it done in like the folly kind of way, but then also like in the just virtuosic performance way. This is fantastic. And then Mr. Duke. Whoa, what happened? You see, something skipped. Seemed like something got skipped there. A couple of things got skipped there, I think.
We're like halfway through.
Yeah, what happened? This feels like, did we skip? This all got skipped. Yeah, I'm running it back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What happened? I didn't try to skip anything.
Like 10 minutes.
I'm trying to find where it was. I have no idea what happened. It just like one moment it did that. Okay, I can. There we go. Well, even Ruth's tiny little gong had its own SM57. This is great. 7B. That ride sound is so nice. No pause, got it. Dude. Jazz drummers hit different, dude.
Cheepnis.
I don't know. Not yet. Yes? Conflicting answers. Bow! Look at him! His brain's holding it together. He's got the locked-in face, dude. Look at him. Locked in. The call and answer, call and response here. Are they trading sixes?
I just heard Run Like a Man Alive.
2, 3, 5, 6. Locked in. Look at him. This is nuts. Oh, he got off the throne. Whoa. I'm so happy watching this. A masterclass in percussion today. Welcome, Lucas. Drums. I'm pausing it because that was one of the coolest things, and I want to hear it again. That was so cool hearing them play together. Like on the marimbas was unreal. Like, and seeing again how much he's just sitting there kind of watching proudly as his musicians are just like making his work come alive. And you see everyone's kind of taking a break that isn't on the percussion section and just watching this virtuosic performance. And I feel like like the stage really kind of sets up the crowd too. Like, I think in it gives a layer of like, these people are also impressed with each other.
This seriously is making me wish I did percussion.
Like, just again,
It
see
looks fun.
the energy behind it, but the way that you see them kind of control the mood, right? Because sometimes it crescendos and it builds tension. Other times it's like just really fast and energetic. And like especially with Ruth and hearing the way she plays off of Duke, and the horns and Zappa, like whenever they're kind of taking the lead, it's just incredible. And the way Zappa, I guess, incorporates the percussion as a melodic instrument, right? It feels like this very much like, I feel like Danny Carey heard that from Tool, the drummer, heard this and was like, I want to be all of those people, but with my just 2 arms and 2 legs. Like it's kind of cool to see this happen, and it feels like this absolutely is a statement piece for percussionists everywhere, for sure. Come on. Why? Like, she has so much fun and it's obvious. I love that.
Yeah, I know.
Ruth Underwood, Ralph Humphrey, Chester Thompson.
Yo, Nick Honda, thank you for the gifted sub to Recovering
Thank you.
Washington. They're here all the time, so that's perfect. They don't have to deal with ads anymore. Thank you. Thank you for
right.
doing that.
Now, I have a surprise for you. You've all been fooled.
Oh, we've been fooled, babe.
Now, that little thing there is nothing more, nothing less than the rhythm track of the next song that we're going to play, which is a song about monster movies, and it's called A Little More Cheepness, Please. Here's what it sounds like with everything else stuck to it. You already heard the drum part.
Yeah, that was the teaser.
Quick, mop them off. Can they play it right a second time?
Ooh,
So they're gonna do the same thing again.
I don't know.
We'll just overdub it later.
Huh.
Ready? Cheepness.
I like Frank's.
Let me tell you something. Do you like monster movies?
His jeans.
Anybody?
I don't like monsters.
I love
don't either.
monster movies.
I'm a big old pansy.
I simply adore monster movies, and the cheaper they are, the better they are. And cheapness, in the case of a monster movie, has nothing to do with the budget of the film, although it helps. But true cheapness is exemplified by visible nylon strings attached to the jaw of a giant spider. And I'll tell you a good one that I saw one time. I think the name of the film was It Conquered the World.
Nice.
And do you ever see that one? The monster looks sort of like an inverted ice cream cone with teeth around the bottom. It's like a teepee or a sort of a rounded off pup tent affair. And it's got
What's this
fangs on the
noise?
base of it. I don't know why,
it's
but
Duke
it's a very
making noise
threatening
with his
sight.
keys.
And he's got a frown, and
You hear it
know,
at the right of
ugly
the
mouth
stage,
and everything. And there's
in
this
your
one
right ear.
scene where the monster is coming out of a cave. See, there's always a scene where they come out of the cave at least once.
Cave.
And the rest of the cast, it must have been made around the 1950s. The lapels are about like that wide. The ties are about that wide, and they're about this short. And they always have a little revolver that they're going to shoot the monster with. And there's always a girl who falls down and twists her ankle. Of course there
He's
is.
so charismatic.
You know how they are. The weaker sex and everything, twisting their ankle on behalf of the little ice cream cone. Well, in this particular scene,
Well,
this
Frank,
scene,
that's
folks,
not cool.
they didn't want to retake it because it must have been so good they wanted to keep it. But when the monster came out of the cave, just over on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see about this much 2x4 attached to the bottom of the thing as the guy is pushing it out. And then, obviously, off camera, somebody's going, "No, get it back."
I
And they
think he was
drag it
being
back just a little bit as
sarcastic
the
for
guy's
sure.
going. Now that's cheapness. All right?
Totally.
And this is cheapness here.
Cheapness.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, making fun of it. Yo, and Bryce,
Yeah,
thank
I
you
know.
for the prime, man.
Good.
Then I watched a movie from Hollywood. I ate a hot dog. It tastes real good.
The harmonies to the silliest things.
Then I watched a movie from Hollywood. Little Miss Muffet on a squat by me. Yeah.
Whoa.
I took a turn around. I said, can you all see now? The little strings on the giant spider. The zipper from the Black Lagoon. The bits by the tanks where the bubbles go. And the plants on the side of the moon.
Napoleon is awesome. The way he moves on stage, his roar, like he's got moves, and like his skills with the whole with like the brass is
Can
nuts.
you
go back like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
The little strings on the giant spider. The zipper from the Black Lagoon.
This is a familiar. This is so familiar.
And the plants on the side of the moon. Shelly every day on point.
What do you think it is?
It's like sounds like a
The rubbers on the fingers on the coin. Rock, yeah. And the canvas of the cave is too soft. The suits and the hats and the ties too wide and short for the scientist man. The chemistry lady with the roll away.
Whoa.
Yeah. While the monster just ate your band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the monster which the peasants in this area call Frunopulax has just been seen approaching the power plant.
His narration skills.
Bullets can't stop it. Rockets can't stop it.
The drums here, the energy.
We may have to use nuclear force.
Run, come on, get up quick, back it together. Everybody, come on. It might be your last chance. Go to the shelter, come on now. Go to the shelter, remember, baby. Go to the shelter, go to the shelter, go to the shelter, remember, baby. Go to the shelter, go to the shelter.
Like he intentionally does like score kinds of things, right? Like he intentionally kind of makes it seem like a radio show sometimes.
That's why I said it would be cool if there was like a cartoon on the score of this.
For sure.
Like
I
other
absolutely like if
one.
somebody Interstellar 5555 did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could absolutely see that being a thing. And again, I think
I want to watch that.
I think it shows you he shows what music can be. It doesn't just have to be
Oh,
a whole bunch of
claymation.
songs, you know what I mean? It can be, you know, this kind of funny thing. It could tell a story, it could be silly, it can, you know, challenge somebody's perspective, like it can be satire, it can just be for the sake of being. But like I think he really embodies that. And again, when you see this, when you see how much fun they are that they're having, and like they're clearly some of the best musicians ever. You've literally got a dude wiping off George Duke's head, like with sweat. You see that? He's just like, "Hey, George, let me get."
I mean,
that.
he needs it. He
Yeah,
needs his,
hey, George, let
can't
me
take
get
his
that
hands off
sweat
the
off your
keys.
forehead, George. Like, you
Oh
doing
my
it,
gosh.
George, you're doing a great job on the keys. Let me just get that sweat off your forehead, George.
It's called I'm the Slime. I was reading it as I'm the Smile.
Like he's got to be equal parts voice actor and vocalist.
Makes your legs go wobble in the mouth flop. There's a horrible lie. There's a horrible lie. There's a horrible lie. Yeah, really, You see it at all, can you see it from here? Can you laugh till you're weak on your knees? If you can't, I'm sorry, cause that's all I want. No, yeah. I need a little more cheapness, please. Baby, I'm sorry, cause that's all I wanna know. I need a little more cheapness, please. Baby, I'm sorry, cause that's all I wanna know. I need a little more cheapness, please. Baby, I'm sorry, cause that's all I wanna know. I need a little more
It's
cheapness,
just really
please.
silly, dude.
Baby, I'm sorry, cause I need a little more cheapness,
That's a ton of
That was
fun.
good, yeah.
That he gets all of that out. Like
It sounded
he's got,
a little Elvis-y at the end, right?
he's got such an energy to him too. Like when you see him moving about on stage, like there's just, I think, again, seeing the way he carries himself, like he clearly looks like he's having fun out there. But then when you hear him roar, and then he's doing the same things with like the horns, like with his flute and with his sax, like he's just bonkers talented. And then again, just the singing, it's he's fantastic. Are you raising your hand like you had something to say, or
no,
you're stretching?
I'm stretching.
Just making sure.
Thanks.
Wanted to respect you. I love you.
Love you too, babe.
That was such a fun song.
20%, yeah.
Yeah, Zappa is the embodiment of
Let's see. I think we'll
chutzpah.
do I'm the Slime.
Nice.
Oozing out of your TV set. This is one of my favorite Zappa things ever.
Oh,
this is
you already know this
amazing,
one?
amazing satire of a song.
Okay.
So
I'm
good.
blind.
Oozing
Sing
out of your
those
TV
background
set.
parts
Yeah.
Oh.
that the girls sang on the record. Please God, make them be in tune. Here you go, the Slime.
Ooh. That cigar's really gone the distance this show, hasn't it?
I'm gross and perverted. I'm obsessed and deranged. I have existed for years, but very little has changed. I'm the tool of the government and industry too, for I am destined to rule
Yeah.
and regulate you.
The
I may
scream.
be vile and pernicious, but you can't look away. I make you think I'm delicious with the stuff that I say. I am the best you can get. Have you guessed me yet? Well, I'm the slime oozing out from your TV set. You will obey me while I lead you.
Yes.
And eat the garbage that I feed you until the day that we don't need you. Don't go for help, no one will heed you. Your mind is totally controlled. It has been stuffed into my mold. And you will do as you are told until the rights to you are sold. Well, I am the slime from your video.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this one. I've totally heard this.
I am the slime from the video. Can't stop the slime, people of the video. I am the slime from the video. Moving along on the living room floor. I am the slime from the video.
Now we just get to carry the slime around our pockets.
It's on the video I watched.
Ooh.
Dirty lip.
Joe's nose. Look at him! Just a nice little pulse. I agree with you, Nick. This is so good. That slide in.
Is that his finger?
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about with his dynamic shift. Low frets to high frets. tonal shift. What's up, Ariana? I gotta go back and run the percussion thing again. There's just so many parts. I keep like getting sucked in, and I'm like, I want to end up commenting on everything I hear, but there's just so many different moving pieces to the song that you to everything that you hear. Like,
how many people are up there total?
So you've got 1, 2, you've got 2 here, you've got 2 drummers, you've got 2 horn players, and you got Zappa and Ruth. So 10,
okay,
maybe.
yeah.
Is that 2, Zappa and Ruth, 4, 6, 8? You have 8 people total. Yeah.
Okay.
So, heck of a band. That's a lot of people to have chemistry, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they really piece it together. But then that Frank has this ability, I think, to let everybody feel like a featured artist, right? Like, nobody phones it in. Everybody has to be amazing to be in this band and to play this music.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that he's like, it's kind of like if you're a high level musician, he rewards the high level art. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's music that really pays off. It's so good. Me too.
Yeah.
Watching how fast she is. Transition again, the scene to scene moments that he has in his music is amazing. And he gets another dart out. And he's just sitting there listening. Look at this man. Watching how loose his fingers are, man. Thank you for getting the sweat off of my head and neck. He stepped onto a stool to get up to Napoleon's head.
They're making a movie.
They are. George Duke is a talent the likes of which I've not seen before on keys. This is so good. His pinky's out. Whoa. He designs call and response moments in his music. It's he takes turns in his solos, man. That neck looks huge. What song am I listening to right now? Is that a through neck? I want to run that solo back, guys. That was just maybe the gnarliest thing I've heard Frank Zappa do on his guitar. And to see him rip that off in a live improvisational context, like, and again, I like, obviously he sets it up to where he knows his musicians are good enough to just have, like, he's like, okay, this is going to be composed and you're absolutely without question going to do these things I've designed because they are composed pieces, but I'm going to give you a chance to shine and just rip something right off the top of your dome and do the thing that makes you special. And again, he does the same thing of himself. So it's like when it's time to, take his Louisville Slugger baseball bat guitar up to the plate, like, he just fires off. And the tone dynamics, the mood shifts, where he goes from low fret to high fret. He really just sends it. It's unreal. I think that this was my favorite solo like moment of guitar for him in this movie. I tried to go back. Hang on. Where's the guitar solo? There we go. It didn't go through, but now we got it. Oh, man. The tapping moments, how high his fingers are above the frets as he, like, and how fast they have to hammer down. Everything he does is kind of weird on the guitar, but it works. The way he like uses his thumb to shove the pick, you know? The double bend moment. But he takes you through this journey, you know? Like, you go through all of these different... There's so many different levels and kind of dynamics to this solo. You get that double bend moment after he's kind of done some, like, low neck work. And then he, like, will slide from the lower frets into the higher frets as he, like, kind of elevates the song into another position. His control of mood and vibe is just incredible. And I like that it seems that he kind of takes the moments that thrive in an improvisational moment and he puts them on albums, and they kind of live their own life later. Oh, be careful, Fluff. All the best to you, homie. The jazzy swing. The lounge music vibe in this. Have a good one, Mike. The way these drums, so you've got these drums holding what I think is a consistent 4/4, but then you've got everybody else kind of playing in maybe like a 3/4 kind of thing. Different timing altogether, but it all meets up and lines up, and it's just so tasty. Ascent descent thing he does. Da, 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 da. Incredible. This is a movie I'm sad to see only has like 20 minutes left. I've got to run an ad, and then we're going to come back to it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's hope. I don't know if it'll close this thing down before the ad break, but let's see.
Now listen to this, folks. We got this tune, see? That's,
See?
You know, the tango is a dance of unbridled passion. I'm sure you're familiar with it. You know, the one where you get to go. Okay. We have modified the tango somewhat in order to bring it up to date. You know, make it accessible to a a young contemporary audience such as yourselves.
Cool.
People who are obviously in the know. Now we have we have converted the tango into something that transcends the tango form. We've combined the tango with Be-Bop and maybe even later a smoke machine. We don't know. We have some people in the audience tonight that, well, they're friends. They've been around the Hollywood scene for a long time. I'm sure if they come up onto the stage, pardon me, folks, you'll recognize them right away. So
he's kind of like
turn on the big lights. We may need them.
He's kind of like intentionally mischievous. You know what I mean?
Okay, you ready? Not too fast now, because I want to get the right notes on the tape. I mean, this has to be the one. This has to be the one with all the right notes in it. Okay, ready?
Got it.
And this is a hard one to play. And that's why I don't play on it.
Huh. He's definitely got some avant-garde to him. Funny that in Frank's brain, though, like he kind of leads it up to think like I envision people dancing to this as a more hip and upbeat tango with, you know, a mix of bebop to it. And then you get this, like, madhouse jazz here. Bass holding a 4/4 there. And Frank just embodying the movement. Performance art, dude, I'm telling you. He's like, well, listen to what trombone has to say. I was saying.
Now, what we'd like to do at this point is get some volunteers from the audience.
This is cool.
I know you will. Oh God, you will. We need some. No, as a matter of fact, you did, didn't you? No, we want to have some people who've never tried it before, who've never even thought of trying it before. A boy, a girl, preferably who like each other, who would like to come up here and attempt to dance to what George sings.
Okay.
Do we have anybody who is...
I love George's keys here.
You're one. Okay, what's your name? Your name is Carl? Please, Carl, step onto the stage.
Please, Carl, step onto the
Pleased to
stage.
meet you, Carl. All right. Okay. Let's see.
I've seen better outfits.
Is there anybody in the back?
The boy Carl could do better.
Oh, hey, what's your name? Well, wait a minute. We've already selected a male customer. All right, you can stay. It's okay. You can stay. We don't want to turn anyone away. What are your names? Rick and Jane and Carl.
Okay.
All right, here's how it works. There's a beat going on like this.
Hang on.
That's a pedestrian
What does his
beat.
tie say? Vote. Look at this guy's tie. I really think it's important that we all vote.
Babe, it is important.
I know. It's so important that I got a tie. My name is Carl. I don't know why that's Carl's voice. I'm sorry, Carl. If you're watching this video, that is being a little mean. I'm just saying I've seen better outfits. I've seen better ties. Carl, my bad though. I'm psyched that you participated in the show. The sound that you might be hearing is the lady Rooski feeding the dog Rooski.
Jane and Carl.
Well, keep us up.
All right, here's how it works. There's a beat going on like this. That's a pedestrian beat. You can forget about that beat because that beat is only for reference. You don't dance to that beat. You dance to what George sings, okay? The little ones, okay? The little quick ones, okay? Ready? George, make them dance. No, Rick, you're too reserved.
Okay.
Ready? Give it to him, George. No,
Wow. He's getting.
No,
don't fall
come on
into
now.
the.
Listen
yeah,
now.
Rick's trying too hard to be cool.
Listen, encourage them.
At least Carl's trying hard.
Okay. All right. One more time. Dance. Let's study this phenomenon.
Yo, West Lobe Gangsta, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to the Rooskies.
Oh, Be-Bop.
Ooh, they're speeding it up.
Now look,
And
Rick
we're back.
and Jane and Carl, you're wonderful, but you're just too reserved. Now, I know you will. Maybe in a minute. Okay. Tell
This
you
is
what.
nuts.
Go back to your seats, and we'll bring up the next batch. Okay.
Carl was
Rick
the
and
weirdest
Jane.
third wheel. Poor guy.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try you again. Come here.
Dun, 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 dun.
The what? Oh, you
The
don't
bass
know.
change up.
All right, you want to try it?
Anything you say, Frank.
Oh my God.
Something tells me Frank and that gal might have had relations. I had to guess.
All right, your name is Lana, right? Lana, dance. Now that's more like it.
I think that this young lady really likes Frank Zappa. Listen to the bass coming in. The scatting.
so good, we have to bring up some
And we're
other
back.
people to assist you. Brenda,
Did I miss the
imported
Thai
from
guy?
Edwards Air Force Base, where she,
I
ladies and gentlemen,
don't know. Whoa.
Brenda.
What
Brenda
an
is a
outfit.
professional harlot, and she just got finished stripping for a bunch of guys at Edwards Air Force Base.
Is this like that time I watched that documentary about fish called Bittersweet Motel, and I saw somebody's dink that made me feel inferior for the next couple of weeks, and then I accidentally exposed the chat to nudity? This isn't like that time, is it? This isn't like that time.
Are you pointing at her butt?
I didn't mean to.
She made it down here in time.
Okay, now.
You stopped it at her butt.
Well, it's not like I intended to do that. Okay, so I'm not gonna see
No nudity.
no boobs or bush.
Time for the show. 2 hours of taking it off the voice in the car. Really good. Okay.
Are you sure?
Brenda has a lovely assistant named Carl, or Robert James Davis if you prefer. Okay. Dance. You're still too adagio, I keep telling you. Turn on the bubble machine.
Frank had a lot of fun in his day. There's the bubble machine.
God, is that a cheap bubble machine? Now what? Ladies and gentlemen, Dunt's ex-wife.
I don't know what to think of this. You can hear. Hang on. Did you notice that gentleman that was on the ground did one of these numbers on the like?
No, I missed
Like
that.
this man
Okay.
gets on the ground and is like, ah!
Oh, I
like,
missed
like,
that. Wait,
no,
go-
just.
don't go back. I don't think that.
Hang on.
Okay. Oh.
This guy,
Oh my gosh.
this guy was imaginary double fist like fire rocketing his face, like that's what he was doing.
So I guess you wouldn't want to be on that stage right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're probably sitting in your chair saying to yourselves,
I'd want to be a
could do
musician
that.
on that stage, but that's
And
it.
of course you can. And now is your big chance. All you have to do, first step is easy. All you gotta do is stand up. Go ahead, just stand up.
Okay, stand
There you go. You are standing up. Yes, some of you are not standing up, but you won't have as much fun as the ones who are standing up. Okay, turn on the big lights so everybody can see what's going on. Yes, very many of you are standing up. Okay, get into the groove of it all. Now, link your mind with the mind of George Duke. And that's it, when he plays those funny, fast little notes, twitch around and have a good time with the Be-Bop Tango. Let's try it.
Okay. Even Frank does it.
It's no good just to slap your hands. That's too pedestrian. Twitch around.
Ooh!
too pedestrian to slap your hand.
And then he just goes into a blues riff? I feel like these girls are in such competition with one another, and then that's the olive branch moment.
Well, I think Frank
Did you see
wants
that
all
dance
the-
switch? Did you see the dance switch on stage that took place here? Okay, they're having a good time, and he's like, hey, hey, oh, dance switch, hey, hey, and then they're out.
Is this the end? The final song?
I don't know. Got you. The ragtime piano. I like how Ruth is so disinterested. This is nuts. I love hearing him play over 12 bars. I'm honestly really glad that my camera is covering the majority of what this girly is doing. But I do want to call attention to the fact that this scuzzy guy right here is trying to get all up and under that, okay? I'm just saying, they really picked a weird dude.
I think Frank wanted to have
I think you might be right.
Now look here. As you might have guessed, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our concert. We'd like to thank you very
Anybody else think
thank you
this
very much
moment's
for
weird?
coming. Hope you had a good time. Bruce Fowler on trombone, Napoleon Murphy, Brock on tenor sax and lead vocals, Ruth Underwood on percussion,
Woo! W's
Humphrey
Ruth.
on drums, Chester Thompson on drums, Tom Fowler on bass, and George Duke on the keyboard. Thank you very much.
Someone's daughter, you know. Shame on all of us.
Aren't the mothers like
The band, the Mothers of
Zappa
Invention.
band? Yeah.
Gail.
Alright.
What did Gaylor have
That's
to say
alright.
about all that? I feel like Gaylor would get in there and whip that.
It sounds like my soul a little bit, right?
I feel like Gaylor wins that fight.
Actually, I think
the mothers of invention different? That was absolutely exemplary.
So great.
Rest in peace.
Was this Marmar? Was this your idea?
Shout out to Marmar. It was.
No, don't eat it. No, don't eat it. No, don't eat it. No, don't
Look at this.
Yeah.
In the studio?
There we go.
No, don't eat it. Look at this.
Just give it like 4 bars and then do the no, don't eat it. And I'm not going to sing on it so that I have a breath when I come in with my part. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, don't eat it. No, don't eat it. No, don't eat it. No, don't eat it. Dreamed I was an Eskimo. Frozen wind began to blow.
It's
Under my boots and around my toes.
This is a perfect thing to watch for what I've listened to so far.
Was 100 degrees below zero. And my mama cried.
Frank is amazing.
And my mama cried. And my mama cried. No. She said no. I knew she loved me. She said no.
They just stood right next to each
Well, I
other.
turned around
What's
and I
Ruth
said,
doing
ho, ho.
these days? She's still playing.
And the
don't know.
northern lights
Anybody
commenced
know?
to glow. And she looked at me with
I
a
know.
tear
I
in her
saw
eye
that
and
on
she said,
Wikipedia.
oh, wait a minute, I forgot it. Save your money, don't go to the show. Oh,
Ruth is
shit.
retired.
Okay.
Haven't done this in a while. Okay, do it again.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I know.
Don't eat it. No, don't eat it. No. Dreamed I was an Eskimo. Hey, that was good, but I forgot the words. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Seeing him do this, is she trying to goat like?
One more.
She's like, let me gobble your dong. Like,
That was good, but I forgot the words. Here we go.
look.
1, 2.
I'll let you suckle my teat if you let me gobble your dong. Like that's what is happening there.
One more. Give him 2 bars, not 4, and then come in. Okay. All right. Get a tail slate before you stop it. Don't stop it. He already stopped it.
A fan.
Oh, St. Alfonso
That was
would
so
be
cool.
proud of me.
Oh, back to St. Alfonso-y
All
stuff.
right. Next, I'm gonna listen to Apostrophe.
You need to. It's so good. I did a video on it. I loved it.
He
I've gone back
shouted
many
down
times.
the block.
Ooh.
Dominus vobiscum et conspiritu tuo. Won't you eat my sleazy
Well,
pancakes
you
just
know,
for
this
St.
sounds
Alfonso?
exactly like
They're
that,
so light and
Marmar.
fluffy white. We'll raise a fortune by tonight. They're so light and fluffy white. We'll raise a fortune by tonight. They're so light and fluffy brown. They're the finest in the town.
I'm
They're
pretty
so
sure
light and
St.
fluffy brown.
Alfonso
They're the finest in the town.
Blew loads into his pancake batter. I think that's what it is. I think St. Alfonso.
Who is that? The drummer?
You'll get to St. Alfonso.
Oh,
You'll get it. But I think St. Alfonso was like firing shots off into the pancake batter and then serving them to people at St. Alfonso's Pancake House.
I don't know. The mother.
This was incredible.
Wait, so I just there's a 2014 Mother's album.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I think it came out posthumously.
Okay.
So this is like 20 minutes of extras from Live at the Roxy, and it's on YouTube, so we know it
Ladies and
is
gentlemen, can you see this
safe.
girl over here?
Is
in
this
the-
what we're doing?
Hey.
This is the rest of
Okay.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Pamela
good.
Miller,
I was
ladies and
hoping you'd
gentlemen.
do that.
Yeah.
Now,
It's gotta
let me
be a part.
explain something.
of the video, right?
Have you ever been in love? Have you ever thought of being in love? Well, there's all different kinds of love. Pamela Miller is so much in love that she's going to demonstrate how much
And it's
in
on
love that she
YouTube, so
is
I know I don't have to
by
contend with
providing
boobs or
a
bush.
much-needed element of. Calm yourself, Pamela. That's not exactly in love, but
Are you
just
sure?
let go of it for a while. It won't leak.
I'm uncomfortable.
Did you have the tea?
You know, all the
I
big
don't think
rock
she-
and roll groups with the cute people in it.
yes,
they
babe,
always
she
have
has to
girls
pee.
that come up on the stage and go, ah, and all that stuff.
Yes,
Well,
babe.
We're a little bit hard pressed, folks. So, so we're going to stage a low grade, sort of cheap, sort of pseudo Mother Mania Hysteria event. In the middle of this song, Pamela is going to eroticize Napoleon while he sings Pygmy Twylyte.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
When she says eroticize, when he says eroticize, and he's got a camera, Napoleon's holding the camera. Napoleon's having a good day. Yeah, this is this the St. Alfonso's?
You know this guy dancing is Napoleon?
Yeah, this is Napoleon. The doo-doo room. Oh, thank you. Pygmy Twylyte.
Out of his deep on a 40 run, heard him asleep in a 12 moonlight. Green hunter and a greyhound locker, smoking in the Pygmy Twylyte.
Do you think Frank was kind of like in his brain excited about the idea that maybe he would put on a performance that would give members of the crowd boners? I think because of how conservative the times were, he probably relished at the idea of doing something that made people so uncomfortable that it aroused them. And obviously for us, like, we're also desensitized, but in this time period, like, this has got to be like kind of like an X-rated musical experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like, she's out here trying to make Napoleon's pants a little tighter.
Join the bus on a bloody machine, out of doo-doo glow, and the river weed. Crystal eye, got a crystal kidney, and it's ready to die. And the Pygmy Twylyte, down the midnight, Pygmy Twylyte, down the midnight.
It could be the case, Cy.
Down the midnight, Pygmy Twylyte.
Frank's a watcher. Frank's a voyeur. Did he really?
Oh, yeah, I just read that.
Oh, that's a bummer.
All right.
I think you're kind of right there, Cy. It's got that white, white and fluffy white kind of vibe. Is Pamela just flashing her bird to people on stage?
Her bird?
Yeah, her bird. Her downstairs. Didn't miss a beat either. I like how Ruth is like, I'm honored, but no. Sling your wares elsewhere, lady. They were good friends. Got it. This is ripped, dude. He really, really, really is. It's just so amazing with improv. The way he mixes up his timing. The wah pedal use is nuts. He's rolling. He's succumbing. And the transition from chord work to scale work to just ripping work is nice. I like that he goes from like arpeggios to chord runs and then right back. Unreal. Why wasn't this on the actual movie proper?
Probably because
It's a little steamy. I'm so impressed with Napoleon, dude. Dynamo hum. Oh, Lord.
Idiot bastard son, the father's a Nazi in Congress today.
The silliness of the transitions are amazing.
Oh, the idiot bastard son, abandoned to perish in back of a car. Kenny will stash him away in the jar.
The scenery of the music, you know what I mean? Like when you hear him, he just has such an expressive thing, and he goes from like these moments where he's like kind of a lounge singer or to like a jazz singer to like a soul and funk singer, like to an R&B singer. Like he really has a lot happening, and the music really does paint such an such an expressive picture of a scene. And you can really see, again, the different places it walks you in imagination. I love it.
At the church he'd attend, warming his pew.
And then there's the delicate guitar work here. Listen. The rake chords. Oh.
Try and imagine a window all covered in grain.
You said that he found Napoleon in just some random bar? That I can absolutely see Frank being like, yeah, Napoleon, you're absolutely gonna be my new lead singer in Hawaii, a bar in Hawaii. That is incredible. And then you end up with this guy that plays the flute and the saxophone like immaculately, and also has the ability to both voice act and sing as a front. It's fantastic.
All the time he would spend, all the colors he'd blend, where are they now?
Yo, Chris Cash, you're beautiful, you bamf. Thanks for being by, homie. Welcome to Zappa. That man's known me longer than anybody here. I've got to say, the Roxy has been unbelievably amazing.
Are you gonna do a pie spin or an
Thank
album?
you
Probably
very
gonna do
much.
a
Sit down and
marbles.
have a good time.
marbles. But for pie, for album, or
song.
oh, song.
All right. It's audience participation time again, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh,
this time.
audience
It would be wonderful if you would
participation.
sing along. The name of this song is Dickie's Such an Asshole, and cancel that for television too. And here's how the ending goes, and you can sing along. It goes, Dickie's such an asshole. Sincerely, Dick, we mean it.
Hang on. That was awesome.
Dickie's such an asshole. Sincerely,
That's a
Dick,
real
we
good way
mean
to call
it.
somebody an
Asshole. Sincerely, Dick, we mean it. All right.
I love
Don't
this.
need to practice that. You know, I'm sure you got the lick down. Just like El Monte, I'll show you where it comes. It's right at the end of the song, just where all those endings belong. Here's a tune.
I like how they've just got stage crew walking around patting sweat off their face. Hey.
Good Lord, we're so professional.
I really, really, really like this. He's just got a dart in his mouth, like, because the cigar's out now.
1 and 1 is 11. 2 and 2 is 22.
Okay.
Won't somebody kind of help me? What the government's trying to do.
It doesn't crescendo when you think it will, and it's nice. Oh, and then we're into this.
For a chump like me to you.
Kind of a James Brown vibe.
Well, you take that subcommittee serious, boy. You'll seize you from the evening news.
From the evening news.
Well, yeah. Millions and millions of dollars. Much as he might need.
Listen to Frank.
A chain of motels people on the highway, yes indeed. Quadraphonic desperation. You know there'll be a cable all under your bed. Well, if you just might break some wind in your small love, the FBI is
The moment where
gonna get your
Frank
number.
farts on the
Gonna
crowd.
get you. Gonna get you. Gonna jump out the subcommittee and get you.
Gonna get your number, the FBI. Gonna get your number, the FBI.
I can't decide. Good music.
Gonna get your number, the FBI. Done got your number, the FBI. Done got your number,
drums on this.
Try not to worry.
Try not to worry.
But you know I get delighted when some microphones out there can't have no private conversations nowhere in the.
His voice is incredible.
Can't wait till the rest of the people all over the world find out that their government is just the same old way. Yeah, same old
Duke is nuts. Is that his G through neck? Unreal. Yep. Thank you for that. The wah pedal there, again, is so tasty. Phaser too? Or is that just his pickups out of phase? Up the filter. This is unreal good.
Well, let me tell you one thing right now. Let me tell you one thing right here. Let me make this perfectly clear. Let me tell you about this right here. You know you put me in office, so you must have wanted me in office. I did you no harm. I did you no harm. You know I'm not a crook. You know I'm innocent. I had 25 tapes. I only have 10. I don't know what happened to the rest, but I gave them to a friend. BB, somebody, Ronald, somebody. Who was it? Who had? Hold on.
And he fills it back in.
Hold on. It's gonna get you. Hold on. It's gonna get you.
That was one of the coolest
Wait, is this
things.
more Trouble Every Day?
I have no idea. What song is this? Somebody
I'm
tell
just
me.
looking at that like gear post that it says, I think this is what FC meant.
This
by the
was,
guitar making a stink noise.
This was just so
No.
cool.
Dickie's such a asshole.
That's right.
Somebody, Ronald, somebody. Who was it? Who had? Hold on.
That was amazing.
It's gonna get you. Hold on. It's gonna get you. You better get down and pray. Hold on. It's gonna get you. Hold on. It's gonna get you.
The Lord is gonna get you.
Gonna get to me. Better get down and pray. Hold on. It's gonna get you. You better put it. Hold on. All we want to say is one more thing now.
Ooh.
The gangster stepped right up.
Done, done, done.
Kissed him
The
on
12-bar
goodbye.
thing.
Made him a cocksucker by proxy, yes he did. And it didn't even matter now. The man in the White House.
But it's like 12-bar meets absurdism.
Got a conscience as black as sin. There's just one thing I want to know. How that
What a
asshole
showman.
managed to get in.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Sing right along.
Dickie's such an asshole.
Sincerely, Dick, we mean it. Thank you very much and good night.
We gotta hit it again. We gotta hit it again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got it.
sing right
Okay, here we go.
along.
Dickie's such an asshole.
Sincerely, Dick, we mean it. Thank you very much and good night.
This was so fun. I'm so glad we did this. I'm so glad we did this. I would love to be in that band. This
I kind of got distracted.
My-
at the
my-
very very the total ending, but that was just I was reading that little blue box about him. That kind of looks like your guitar a little bit. It's a little sharper.
so the SG is a little bit different than the Telecaster, but I'd say
No,
that
I
those are
was
the
thinking
comparable beasts.
Gibson.
Yeah, so yeah,
That's not-
they're
Yes.
they're similar for sure.
No,
so-
I'm looking at the one on the right. That one.
Oh, they're all the same, I think.
Oh, it looks red and
Yes,
brown. It's
the
just different lights.
Back of the body showing the added battery compartment, and a detail of the Roxy SG showing reflection, and the UMRK and the mirror away pick guard. Not the easiest guitar to photograph. I could believe it. So then there was where is it? I mean, that guitar was definitely like a modded job. So there's definitely some info in the in the Discord if you're interested. Guys, that was one of the coolest things I have ever watched. I mean, honestly, as far as music discovery goes, Zappa has been one of the ones that is like tried and true. Like, I'm built for it. Seeing the jazz components meet the rock and roll components, meet like the symphony orchestra, but instead of a symphony orchestra, you have a rock and roll band and an avant-garde composer. It's just one of the coolest things. It's seeing the TLC that all of these instrumentalists put into it, but then seeing the chemistry among each of them. It's just one of those things that you can't quantify. Strong chemistry between 8 different people, and then again you add the performance art element into it, right? And how the performance itself affects the music, the crowd interaction. You have again just the individual moments. It's so lovely. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next. By the way, random question before I close it down. The first timers here. If you were a first timer for the Zappa live at the Roxy, or just in general, tell me, how did that sit with you? Was that good? What was your thoughts?
I loved it.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Does that make you want to listen to more Zappa?
Yeah.
What was your impression of Zappa beforehand?
I told you when I lived in Studio City, I found tuning fork, which I think is funny considering Walter's tuning fork.
The Zappa dead bar thing.
Yeah. There was it's this amazing restaurant. Please, LA people, go.
Hmm.
And they have a good live music too. Anyway, I always heard he was kind of like a strange out there dude, and I probably heard a few random like really out there pieces and never wanted to further explore. But I caught a little bit of your video of the Overnight Sensation. I loved that like Dirty Love song.
Yeah.
And a couple others. And then that Montana. So I'm down to explore more.
I feel
now
like
that I'm getting
Zappa, you can't just listen to one song. Zappa's not an artist that you can just point somebody to one song and be like, yeah, if you want to hear Zappa, listen to this. I don't know that I've yet heard quintessential Zappa, but I think the whole body of work makes it quintessential Zappa, which is crazy enough to say. But this is like, again, seeing it live, seeing it come alive. I'm so excited to return to more live performances, but also just dig deeper into his actual catalog.
I have to get going, so that was great. Thanks.
All right. Guys,
Okay,
I love you.
bye.
Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.